an age when we're constantly bombarded with information and stimuli, the need to hold on to those great ideas has found a platform in Evernote, where you can capture bits of your real and digital life and then access them from any device. I'm here in California to speak with the Evernote team and jot down some notes on how you can get the best job ever. Thanks so much for having us here at your office.
Thanks for coming.
So for someone who doesn't know too much about Evernote, describe the company.
Evernote is a way for you to remember stuff. We make it really easy for you to capture information. So if that's text or images or web pages or files, we make it easy for you to grab it on your phone, access it on your desktop.
How long has the company been around?
Since 2008.
And how have things changed since then?
The company's grown a lot. Our vision hasn't changed, so we're still all about helping people remember things, but the amount of stuff that we want to help people remember has changed. So we're really thinking of ourselves as more than just an app. We're really a platform now.
What do you mostly use Evernote for?
I love to cook. I've got hundreds of recipes in Evernote. I'll have it all tagged in a way so that I can find it really easily, and then I'll cook it. Also, I draft all my blog posts, everything inside of Evernote. It's a really great word processor tool as well, so it kind of does a lot of different things.
How do you think users are actually using Evernote differently since 2008?
You're able to catalog a lot more of your life much more easily than you could in the past. People are using their phones in new and different ways than they were before. We're on scanners now, smart pens, cameras with Wi-Fi cards. I can't wait till we're on TVs and refrigerators. I think that's coming, not kidding.
Tell me about what you do here.
I'm a computer science major, and I was an engineer for about a decade. I run Evernote's partner integration program and our API platform. I get to work with all the outside developers who want to build things that make Evernote more cool. There's a core service team that keeps the cloud service running, and I work with them to build out the API. And the cool thing about Evernote is that the API really is the product. We have all these different downloadable apps that you can use to access it. But at the heart is the cloud service, and our apps actually use the same API that third parties get access to. Anybody can use it, and we have our own internal teams building for it, and external teams can do the same thing.
So what's in it for them? Why would a developer want to work with your open API?
The Evernote platform is really extensive, and it provides a lot of functionality that would take somebody else forever to build. So if I have an awesome iPad app that lets me sketch with my finger, the user is going to want that information to be available everywhere, on their desktop, on their iPhone, and the developer probably isn't going to want to build that cloud service to synchronize everything between all your different devices. So they work with Evernote, and it's just magically everywhere. And then you get marketing out of that, you get awareness out of that. I'll make sure that our 9 million users know about that and use that to bring in more Evernote users, bring our users to you.
What do you guys actually use for tools?
We have somebody who can do almost anything here in this building. On iOS, we have a Cocoa Touch team. On Android, we have a Java team. The Mac OS team is Objective-C. The Windows team is Win32. Turns out it's reasonably hard to find people in the Valley who really want to program for Windows, but we make apps that fit the environment that we're running on. That's one of the great things about my job is I also get to play in all these different technologies. So one day I'll be extending the API, and the next day I'll be making sample code for Android. So I get to dip my toe into every possible environment.
What qualities in an employee really make them stand out?
One of the things that I think is really important is a real collaborative personality. Someone may have a different viewpoint on your ideas, and you have to be open to at least accepting that potentially they're right, because especially in a small place like this, you're going to be talking to a lot of different viewpoints, and you really want to make the most of that.
As someone who studied computer science, what would you say to someone in school right now working for the same degree going forward?
Focus on new technology, because then you're not behind the curve. If you got into Android development 2 years ago, you were starting at the same place as everybody else in the world, and it didn't matter that you had less experience. And show that you can produce something that people like. For example, we had a third-party developer who had used our API to make an Evernote app for Windows Mobile. So we hired him, and he's the guy who's building our Windows Phone 7 official application.
So look for those new emergent technologies, focus on that.
Exactly. Latch on to what's new and make yourself the world's best developer in that area.
If you take advantage of a company's open API and build something fun and useful on your own, your star power will rise as they display your technology alongside of theirs. And if you do one thing, it's become an expert in a new technology. It levels the playing field. So jot down a note and set a reminder to search dice.com for your best job ever. I'm Veronica Belmont. I'll see you next time.
Hey everyone, remember that our Best Interview Ever contest isn't over yet. Each week, head over to dice.com/contest, answer one of our interview questions, and you could win a Connect. And tech pros share those answers. The most popular answer each week wins.